Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be going over the cards I made during the Crop and Create Delivered card making event this fall. So it was 3 days, September 26th through the 28th. And I've been doing these since they first started back in 2021. They're online events and they are amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this. So I'm going to show you some of the products that have already been released and the cards that I have made. This is the book, and it's a thick book. I'm not going to go show you the inside because that's their information. But it comes with the colored photos on how to make all of the cards. And then they have their online community and their classes are just amazing. So they have been putting on this event for a few years now. They had this last time, there were 20 people from 21 different countries participating, over 3,000 people. And they have a Facebook group that is just phenomenal. Everyone is really supportive and very active in the group. They post their cards, which are, just, you get so many creative ideas from it. And then they have teachers that are the best in the industry. So this time there were 12 classes, and I'll go through the classes now and show you, and then I'm going to show you how you can sign up for the March event. Okay, here is the first of the 12 classes that I'm going to show you, and I can show you the product that they gave us because it has now been released, and I will link below. And this is just amazing how much we got. So there are these frame dies, which I love because I will use over and over and again. There are 3 here for this one, and let me show you in the card. So this was one of the cards we made here. And this was the frame die in use with some of the flowers and this thank you, okay? So there's a border for the thank you and the thank you die, a hello, which let me show you on this next card. Oops, sorry, I just shook the camera. So again, the background die and the hello. And here is this other die here, the frame, and I'll show you this one on the third card. So here is the frame on this third card. So you get the frame and the inside piece. And here's this little bow here. Here are the dies for the sentiments. And what else? Is there anything else on here? Here are the dies for the leaves. Now, some of these leaves you'll see here are rub-ons that we got. And let me show you that. So I've used some of these, but a lot of them actually. But they're so cute. And there's on the back here, there's a fox, a bunny, a raccoon, and then the paper, which I will show you too. So we got this whole A2 size paper pad, which is just like amazing and generous. And Laura and Cody, if you know them from scrapbook.com, they're the teachers. They're so fun and such great teachers, give you so much great inspiration and beautiful paper pad. So again, this has been released. I did look on this website a day or 2 ago and they were sold out of it. So hopefully they will be getting more back in stock, but great, great products. I love it. So again, I'll show you. These are the cards I made. They were a little bit, these two were a little different than what she made. This one is, I think she called it like an elevator mechanism where this part slides onto the front of the card here to keep it closed, which I'm not going to be able to do because I'm on camera. So, but so cute. I love it. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, the next class was taught by Stephanie from the Stamps of Life. And we got this great kit that had, I'll show you. Oops. It makes a So this is what this big die cuts out. And then you fold it. It makes these cards that stand up like this. They pop out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. They're just so cute. So they stand up like that. And so I'm so thankful for you is also a die. And then there's also a few others like this die here. Oh, you can't even see it, sorry. And, you know, pumpkins and what does this say? Happy Fall. And then we got a paper pad with it that you can cut out some of the images. See, I may have pulled out all the images. So you can cut out the different images with the dies that came with it. I just think that's brilliant. Like, these are from the paper pad, and it's so cool. I just love it. So these are not the exact cards that she taught. I picked different papers and decorated it a little bit differently. But yeah, this was, so she taught us how to do this little banner here, which is really cute, and to die cut this out so that it's, you know, open in the back. And they always have really great ideas to up your card making game. And then we got a stencil that is a chevron pattern that's really cute. So each of the classes teach at least 3 cards. I didn't get my 3rd card done, but I'm hoping to get back into this and make a whole bunch of fall cards. And like, I didn't even get a chance to use the chevron yet. I mean, on most of these cards, it's the same way. So, okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, the next one is Trinity Stamps. These first 4 kits that I'm showing you are already available on their website. So the last one from the Stamps of Life, I will also put a link below so that you can go check these products out and see what the teachers have made with these products. So this is Trinity Stamps, and it's the takeout coffee cup. And it has sayings like, thanks a latte, and perk up for you. So we got these really beautiful gems with it, a shaker mix, and it has little coffee beans in it. So we learned how to make a shaker card. And again, these are not the ones that she necessarily taught, but I used it with some of my own pattern paper on this one, on these 2. And these dies here I brought in, they're also Trinity Stamps, but they weren't with this kit. So you can see here, there's a star and there's a heart too, that go with the cup. But I brought in Christmas trees because I knew that I might give them as Christmas gifts. Have a Cup of Cheer comes in the stamp set that we got. And then the best thing about this kit, I mean, all of it was great, but I loved that this came with a stencil so that you could stencil the top of the cup. Now, I'm not a colorist. I'm not great with all of this stuff, but it gives it some dimension, so it looks way more 3D. You should go and check out their pictures. But that was really fun, and I love this. And we also got some colored cardstock for this class, really thick weight. And you can see I've already cut into it. So this was really fun, really great class. And I will put a link to this one below. Okay, and then the last one where I'll show you the product is Picket Fence. And this was baby cards. And so this is a little tent, a crib, welcome baby across the top. There's little baby clothes, bunny, bows, train set, a mobile, a hanger, some books, all kinds of stuff in there. So this is one of the cards that we made. So cute. Oh, and we got a stencil. I don't know where I put the stencil. It's a polka dot little stencil. And so here's the welcome baby, and she taught us how to do some glitter on here. and the little bow. I just love it. It's really sweet. And then I brought in some of my pattern background paper on this. But I made this card and this little card too. Yeah, I think, you can type, or you can cut out girl or boy too, or for. There's some words here too. So this was a very fun class as well. So you get with the package, with the box, they give you all of the cardstock that you need to make the card bases, and usually white, black, sometimes you get gold foil, sometimes you get some vellum and stuff like that to make the cards. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you too. There were 3 ink pads, and I think this is gold splatter. We didn't even end up using that. But supplies like this. So they provide you with all the card bases and everything like that. And then some of the classes will give you pattern paper like Stamps of Life. Some of them will give you the colored cardstock like Trinity Stamps and Concord and Ninth, which I'll show you their cards in a minute. So let's go on and look at the other cards now. So speaking of Concord and Ninth, we got this kit, which was so amazing. So if you have seen any of their dies, like the Festive Blooms was their their winter holiday kit, amazing. So this is their autumn one, which I believe are coming out with, but I don't know when. And so we got the first chance to work with it, and they gave us all of the paper that goes with this. And they gave us the matching ink colors in these little mini cubes. And they've done this in the past too. And it's so amazing because you get to test out their paper, their inks. I love it. I get the re-inkers for these things. And this palette especially, the colors are just so beautiful. So it came with stamps, dies, and the paper and ink. Such a great value. And Kathy Zelski taught the class, and she's a phenomenal teacher, just really great. So loved this. Okay, next up is Gina K. And the only thing, let's see, here I used my own pattern paper, and I brought in silver foil. We were provided with gold. I just wanted to go with the silver. But we got the stamps and the dies to cut these out. We got stencils for the poinsettias, and this splatter behind here is from a stamp. And we got the dies to cut these out. I mean, it was huge amounts of stamps, dies, stencils, and plus, Gina K, if you know who she is, she's just an amazing teacher, just kind and generous and fun. And then another stamp set that had the inside stamps in it. So great. And this was the scrolled gift card holder, which was a die. And so her cards that were just beautiful, she had the gift card holder on the front, and I wanted to do something a little different. So I put the gift card holder on the inside, and, depending on what I do, this could be a reusable card. So you don't necessarily have to send a gift card with it. You could just write your message or put a little photograph or whatever inside. And if you just wrote your message on this, then the person could use it for the next year to send to someone else. So anyway, I love this. The whole kit was just huge and amazing. I mean, look at these poinsettias. They're just beautiful. So love this kit. Hero Arts. Shannon taught the class. And this was really cool and amazing. A lot of great techniques and stuff. So we got the die, the U die and the background die to go with it. We got a stamp set, and then we got the stencils and some paper to make these cards, and it was so fun. Like, I don't know if you can see on this card, but how it's inset. So she taught us how to do that, and we used vellum behind these, and just really, like, I was thinking as I'm making the card, like, oh, okay, these are going to be in, because I picked different colors because I didn't have the colors that the instructors were using. So you have to just use what's in your stash, or you could use the Concord and Ninth for every card. So anyway, midway through, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a disaster, but I'm going to keep going. And I just love the way the cards turned out. So I really appreciate these teachers, are just amazing. And yeah, they make us all look good. So anyway, really fun class. Okay, Kim from Spellbinders taught this class. So amazing, of course. We got the colored cardstock, their new cardstock, in a bunch of different colors, which is beautiful and thick and wonderful. And then we got 2 different die sets, I believe. So we got these dogs here, and I have an English Springer Spaniel. So these aren't the English Springer Spaniels, but similar. So I loved that. And then the flowers and the vase too. And then also you can see here an embossing folder. So they have the long embossing folders. So it's actually a 2-for-1. So you get these, this beautiful one here that looks like a garden with a gate. And then this embossing folder here. And so then Kim, taught us all the different techniques, how to put these layers together and how to do, so this was white cardstock, and she had us emboss with the ink, which was, I had tried before and never managed to do it right. So under Kim's instruction, I did it, and I'm very pleased, and I love the cards. These gems, I'm pretty sure I had gotten them from Spellbinders in a previous kit, or previous retreat. And that's the thing about these retreats is you just, it keeps building. We get things. I'll show you a little bit later about the gifts that Catherine, who is the owner and who puts on these wonderful events, she gives us different gifts each time. And they're things that I use in my craft room daily. So, okay, let's go on to the next card. Okay, next is Tailored Expressions. And if I could buy everything in her store, I would. She has the most beautiful products. Now, again, I didn't have the same ink colors that she used, so hers are just amazing. And let's see, I don't think, no, these products are not out. So these were, I don't know if you've seen her Create in Quad product, layering stencils, which we had gotten in a previous retreat. But this now is creating 6 little mini cards. So you have an 8.5 by 11 layering stencils, and you layer and stencil over them, and then you get 6 of these squares, these little masterpieces out of them. So she gave us the die to cut these out, and this background die, which is really cute. And then what we got, so these are for to make calendars too. You can make cards with them, but you could also make calendars. So I've been wanting this for such a long time, but they're little calendars, and I'll just take it out to show you. So they're really nice, heavyweight paper, and it's the whole year here. And then you put this on the calendar. You can do them, differently for each month. But isn't that beautiful? And then she also gave us this little wooden holder for the calendar once you make it. So you can give it as a gift, or obviously make it and keep it for yourself. But look at how adorable that is. So yeah, I haven't completed this yet, and I want to get more of these so I can give them as gifts. But such a great idea. And yeah, really pretty quickly and easily. You put together, you can make these, and then, you know, you get 6 little masterpieces out of them. So, and we got stamps with it too. These are only 2 of the 4 rubber stamps and dies to cut them out that we got with this. So the value of each of these 12 classes is amazing. And then she taught us how to make this card that pops out like this. I'll go ahead and put a little white piece of paper here so that you can write on it, but she also suggested that you could just write on the back of it. And then this one too is unique in that it has a window and it pops open like that. So really, really cute. Lots of great techniques in this class too. Okay, next up is Simon Hurley with Ranger Inks. And I am not a messy crafter. I don't really love using the pastes and all that stuff. But I got to tell you, I always have so much fun doing these classes, and they always are so amazing, the techniques, and it's just fun. So we got some 2 sprays, which I have never used the sprays before and loved them, and some paste. And he's introduced pastes to us in the past, which again, I'm always like in awe at how beautiful they are. And I don't think he's released these yet, so I'm not going to, you know, say what they are or anything, but they're really beautiful. And then he gave us a stamp set with these cute little critters and with the skating by to say hi, a few different sentiments, and then the dies to go with them. And then this tree stamp, which was so cool, with a stencil that went with it. And it had the winter tree, and then it also had a stencil to put some leaves on there, which we didn't even use. I absolutely want to go back and do that. My daughter just called. So anyway, yeah, the stencil had the leaves on this. And then we also got the stencil for these beautiful snowflakes. So a whole stamp set dies, a couple stamp sets, the dies, the stencils, the paste, the sprays, just so much, and so much, you know, you look at these different techniques that he's got. Like, I would never come up with this, and it is so gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Okay, the next card class was taught by Kelly at Honeybee Stamps. And these are not the exact cards. This one was. And we got this pattern paper, really beautiful pad, really thick, heavyweight cardstock, and then a ton of dies. These aren't even all of them, but they were more masculine cards. So she taught us how to color with markers on our colored cardstock. So it's game time. We got stamps. It's your day. Happy Beer Day was one of them. Eat, drink, and be lazy. I love that. It's game time here. And so this was the card she made. These two are a little bit different. Well, this one is a little bit different. This one's definitely different. I thought it worked well with a 3D style card. So the pool sticks, here's the pool table over here, dartboard. I'm not very good at coloring, so a bar stool, a little beer. Really, really cute set. So that was a fun class too. Okay, and last but definitely not least was Lawn Fawn. And oh my gosh, these little mice are so cute. So we got all of this pattern paper back here, which I think this is a bit of a crime to cover this pattern paper up because this is a piece of it. It is so pretty. Jen Shirkus taught this class, and she is such an amazing teacher. So she teaches us how to, so we got all the stamps here, like I said. these little mice stamps. And the yay, fall is here, can you believe it, autumn greetings, all these things. And so she teaches us how to color with the Copic markers, but we also got the stencils for them. So we could have stenciled the little critters and the leaves and all. And then, like I said, we got the pattern paper. We got a die for this hillside, and we got die for the thanks. So cute. Little die here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this little stitch die to show the swirls. What else? Oh my gosh, this was just so amazing. Oh, and then these. And then we also got the dies for the pumpkins and these beautiful leaves. And she taught us how to ink blend with them, and of course, glitter. They were just so fun. I love these. I don't think I can give them away. Okay, lastly, I just wanted to show you some of the fun things that I've gotten from these retreats over the years that I use all the time. So Catherine always gives us a little gift. So this time she gave us this little bowl. It's magnetic. So you can throw your dies in there as you're using them so that you don't lose them. It's great. She gave us this one time that could hold the different die cuts. This one time, a spray bottle that Spellbinders provided for us, and Crop and Create sponsored. We got a little holder for our blending brushes and one for our stencils. I'm telling you, so much of my craft room is from these events. It's just wonderful. I love it. Okay, so let me tell you how to sign up for this if you're interested for the virtual card making spring 2026. It's March 27th through the 29th. The general registration starts on Monday, October 20th. And alumni who have taken a retreat before can sign up now. But the general public who haven't taken one of these before, October 20th. So it's scrapbookandcards.com. You go there and it's under events. Up at the top, it'll say events. Go to the events and it'll show all of their events, and you want to go to the Card Making Spring 2026. And it'll show you all of the instructors and the companies that they are teaching for, and then you can read the class descriptions there. So again, rock star of teachers and companies. So if you're interested, make sure you go. October 20th through the 31st is when they will have open enrollment unless it sells out. So if you're interested, jump on it as soon as possible. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.